Welcome to John Moore's. My name's Mike and I'm going to give you a crash course in what kinds of statistical software is available for you and when it might be best to use each one. This means you can throw out the old calculators and abacuses, and it's the 21st century, so we're going to need some 21st century tools. Most of these tools are available at the university website at this address, or just search for LJMU student software and you're bound to find it. First up is Excel. Excel is the main piece of software that many of you may have used before. It's really good for getting to grips with the data, and it's probably the best way for you to manually collect or edit your data in the first place. This means that even if you don't use Excel to do your analysis, you're probably going to need it at some point anyway. You can use it to automatically calculate things for you using the formula feature, and it's pretty straightforward to create plots, but sometimes these can be a little nitpicky or fiddly. It's also possible to use the formulas to create summary statistics and simple statistical tests, but at the end of the day, in its basic form, it's not designed to be a statistics package. However, there is the possibility of using the analysis tool pack to do more complicated stats. In terms of resources, the internet is full of resources for Excel users. All you need to do is Google or Bing whatever your question is, and you'll probably get a good set of resources related to Excel there. Next, we'll take a look at another piece of software which uses mostly graphical interface. In other words, it's point and click. This is SPSS. SPSS is probably one of the most commonly used pieces of statistical software within academia. It's great for most purposes, but can be a little tricky to do things more complicated, though much like Excel, not impossible. It initially looks similar to Excel, everything is presented in a table, but the way data is stored is much more structured, and we can give attributes to our variables to enforce stricter rules on our data. Another big difference is that the menus provide much more advanced statistical options, and to create a plot, it's a really pleasing drag and drop style. SPSS provides methods of combining multiple data sources, which can be very tricky in Excel. For queries regarding SPSS, the best resource would probably be Laird Statistics, which has walkthroughs and guides on almost anything that you're going to want to do in SPSS. For even more advanced statistics, most experts will recommend R. The main limitation of R is that it is a coding language and it has quite a steep learning curve. However, once you get to grips with it, it is incredibly powerful and provides the ability to do very advanced modelling and generate very elegant plots. One key aspect of R is that it's modular, meaning that you can get extensions called packages to do a lot of the extra work for you. R is also free to use, and so it isn't tied to your university account. To use it, we usually recommend using a program called RStudio, which can be downloaded from their website. The RStudio team have also written several freely available books for learning R, including R for Data Science, and host the RStudio community forum, where users are incredibly helpful with any questions. There's also a very active #RStats on Twitter, where expert statisticians will jump at the chance to help guide you on your journey. The final piece of software I'm going to discuss is NVivo. NVivo is very different to the others I've already talked about. It's designed for qualitative data analysis rather than quantitative. Qualitative involves things such as interviews, transcripts, and images. For this, we tend to have much richer data from each participant rather than just the numbers. However, we still need to draw data from those raw sources. NVivo allows us to apply classifiers to people's words and language, which is later interpreted to measure, for example, the frequency with which people use happy language when talking about a particular topic. There are, of course, other pieces of software out there that may be more appropriate for your requirements. Minitab is similar to SPSS for most use cases. MATLAB has statistics packages available for it. SAS and Stata are used in industry all the time, and there are many, many more out there. If you need help with any of these applications, we at the Skills team frequently run sessions on how to get to grips with them and to use them to their fullest potential, as well as one-to-one and drop-in sessions. I hope this brief rundown of statistical software was helpful. Thanks for watching and good luck.